Hello everybody and welcome back to Hellpoint. Oh my god, guys. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oof. The leaks, man. The leaks on the Quest. Quest 3, Quest Pro, Quest Plus, whatever the fuck they're gonna call it. I want it. The leaks. There might be 2 headsets. Oh my god, 2? A better Quest 2 and an even more expensive like prosumer headset, and it would still only cost like $750, they're guessing. My fuck, I gotta have this thing. I am so hyped for it. I'd really like the black one that they keep showing, but if it's the other leaked white one, oh man, I am ready for it. Oh, it looks so cool. And if the tracking is like spot on, it might be the last headset I buy. You know that's a lie. That's a damn lie. You know Facebook ain't gonna stop coming out with VR stuff. I'm gonna keep buying it too. Fuck. They already got my money. They pretty much already got my money. I just got the Bobo VR head strap for my Quest 2 as well. I haven't even got to really play with it. But I'm gonna play the shit out of it. And then I'm gonna get that new headset. Ooh boy. That's gonna be fucking nice. Ooh. I'm so hyped for that. I'm so ready for it. Just give it to me now. Let me be a tester. Alright, so I have no fucking clue what I was doing. No fucking clue. Sorry about yesterday, guys. I got home late. Took a shower. Ate. Did my thing. You know how it goes. It was about 8 o'clock whenever I was done with everything, so I could have put up one video. And I apologize that I didn't. But we're here today. I'm going to try to get up to today. But man, I am so fucking hyped for that new Quest. Even after seeing the Vario Aero and the Pimax 12K QLED, I mean, that looks cool, but that's way too expensive. Both of them look cool, but I hear the Vario has weird distortion that's not fixed yet. And Pimax, I had a Pimax for a day and then I traded it immediately for an Index. I drove all the way out to 2 big cities over, basically. About 3 or 4 hours away just to get rid of that bitch. So I'm not expecting much on the Pimax 12K QLED. And they say it's wireless as well. I don't know. I don't trust it. And fuck HTC. I bought that fucking Vive Pro 2 thinking it was going to be the next big thing. That thing's a fucking piece of shit. It doesn't work right. You can't even see through the fucking lenses. It's just a giant piece of shit. And that Vive Flow bullshit they fucking pulled. Fuck them for that. Let's see, what else? What else? trying to think of another headset that's coming out. Pico Neo 3 looks pretty cool, but I don't think I can get my hands on anything like that. What? Did I really have that much trouble last time with her? Oh, PlayStation VR 2. If I can ever get my fucking hands on a PS5, I'll probably get that because they'll get some exclusives. I need to get Resident Evil for Quest. And Lynx, I might get a Lynx. If I can get my money right and everything, I'll probably get all of them if I can. Deck of Gear, I don't know. That one's starting to look outdated now. Some of them are. Lynx too, starting to look outdated with the new stuff coming out. I'll probably just stick with Oculus. I think they usually come out with the best stuff for the price. The fucking tracking on Quest 2 is just spot the fuck on. It's so good. I'm gonna get some fucking flack for this once I, you know, get a little bit more popular and this opinion is heard. But I feel like the tracking on the Quest is better than base station tracking. Only because I play so many shooters, and the index controllers, for how good they are, they're great controllers, and they track really well, but you can still get occlusion, even with two base stations pointed across from each other. I don't know about with 3 and 4 base stations and shit like that, but I can still get occlusion sometimes when I'm shooting. And the fucking magnets, man, you can't use a fucking magnet stock with the index. Like, I mean, you can, it'll work, but it just throws the tracking off every time, and you gotta be fucking spot on when you're trying to fucking shoot the shit out of people. And with the Quest, my tracking doesn't jank the fuck out like that. My tracking is straight on. If I put the controllers behind me, like all the way behind me, then yeah, they're gonna fucking get occluded. It doesn't have full body tracking. It can't track it behind you. I understand that. That's how it works. But when I'm, you know, sticking the controllers close to my face, fine. On the fucking stock, it's great. It's just, I don't know It's not more precise. I'm not gonna say it's more precise. It's just it doesn't fuck up with the magnets. That's all I'm saying. It's better in that way. You can use your gun stocks. You can slam your fucking magnets. You can slam your controllers into them. If you're using a bottom mount gun, like the or like a Pro Tube, the Modus, most of them. What else? The Magni, the Glisco, the new Tyco printing, reverse Senlocky, where the magnets are on the bottom. All of those, slam those fucking controllers and it'll still track. If I do it with the index, every time I go to reload, every time I put it back gently on the damn gun, it just janks way too far the fuck out for me to be able to even enjoy it. And the God rays on the index made me turn it away. I got my index replaced because it was defective, and then once I got my new ones and my new controllers, because my controllers were defective as well, or became defective, I stopped using it. Now my Quest 1, or my Quest 2, I don't have a Quest 1, my Quest 2 left controller stick janks out sometimes, but I think that's because I've used it so much and I've sweat on it and shit. I just need to get some contact cleaner and that'll be fixed though. That's a known fixable issue. I have no problem with that. With my fucking index controllers, that didn't work. I couldn't just spray that contact cleaner in there and fix it. I had to have it sent in. And then I haven't used them again since that. So I think Oculus is where it's at. They know what they're doing with VR. I know people hate the Zuck, but that dude fucking loves VR. He is into it. He is the reason why fucking Oculus survived. Like, and he's gonna keep making them make great shit. I just can't wait for this new headset. I'm so hyped about it. And it also pisses me off that all these new headsets fucking, what are we talking about now? Like the HTC, the Vario, all the base station headsets, they don't come up with their own controllers. They all want to use index controllers with all the issues known with them. And I have a pair of Vive ones, but I've never even used those. So I can't comment on those. Those will probably work better in my case scenario than the index controllers, because I would just use it for first-person shooting, like Onward, Contractors, shooting games for VR. Standout. But I just couldn't keep it as my daily driver, basically, with how it worked. But the Quest, and I play with it tethered, never had a battery issue. I've run the controllers all the way down before, but that's because I was using crap batteries that weren't rechargeable, and I had to get off at that point. But that was like a 10-hour session or something. No battery issue. I've never really had problems with my Quest 2. Just my left controller sticks sometimes, but once I get to playing with it, it unsticks, and it's fine. Once my index controller started going out, it just stopped. It just gave up. But yeah, like the Vario and HTC, all the base station ones, I wish they would come up with their own new controllers. Pimax has been talking shit with their fucking index controllers, but they're just they're really just index controllers. They're not anything innovative. I think Deca Gear showed off some new controllers that were similar, like a combination of touch controllers and the index controllers. I thought those might be pretty cool. So yeah, maybe I will still consider Deca Gear just for the controllers. I do have a order of the ET base station controllers. I did back them, so once they start shipping out, I should get a pair of those with the Steam VR trackers. So I may try out one of the new base station headsets just to try those out. But there's also some dongles that I can get for it that will make them compatible with the Quest. So I don't know, I might not. I'd still probably have to use the base stations unless they have some kind of inside-out tracking module in the works, but I don't think they do. I think they just have the dongles for the base stations. And the Lynx, I'm pretty interested in that one. I like their design, their prism opticals look pretty fucking cool. I'd like to see how that works, if it works without any distortion or anything. Are you really gonna let me just jump off back here? Yep. But yeah, as you can fucking tell, I love VR. I think the first headset I had was the PSVR, and I knew going into that it was gonna be shit. But that really got me into fucking VR, so much so that I didn't have a computer at the time, and I got my hands on a 1080 Ti just to start building a computer for my next headset. Mind you, I didn't get to build that computer until like 2 years later, 3 years later. That computer is what my dad uses now for his flight simulator, and I built a new one. That's pretty updated. So I'm looking forward to a lot of the new VR stuff coming out. I'm gonna try to get my hands on a lot of it and test it out and show you. Me testing it out, like anytime I'm gonna be playing video games, you guys are gonna see it. So I'm gonna test out definitely some of that new stuff coming out. I'll get my hands on it. If I have to save out the ass and just stop eating food completely, I'll get some new hardware. And you know, once new computer stuff comes out, you know, I'll be upgrading. I'll let you know how it all works out and everything. But yeah, super excited about the Quest leaks. They got my fucking hype dick hard. Pimax is kind of exciting. That's not even coming out until next year. I'm still iffy about them though. I don't trust them. Lynx is super cool. I may try to get onto their Kickstarter if I can. Vario, probably won't even look into that. Pimax maybe. PlayStation VR 2. If I can ever get a hold of a fucking PS5, I'll get that. Quest Pro, Quest 3, definitely. Deca Gear, reconsidering, I'll probably get that. Just because it might have some badass tracking shit. What else? What else? I feel like I'm missing one. Who was it? Vario had their thing, HTC had their thing, Lynx had their thing, Pimax had their thing. Now Quest needs to do their thing. Facebook, their show or whatever. I feel like I'm missing one though. I know I'm not really interested in the new Windows mixed reality. That was my first PC headset, was a mixed reality Samsung Odyssey Plus, and I loved it. But I didn't know what else was out there. Next after that, I got, let's see, what did I get after that? I got my buddy a headset, but he didn't really get into it. Fuck, what did I get next? I think the next one I got was the one that I replaced the Samsung Odyssey Plus with, was the Quest 2. And not saying that the Odyssey Plus is a bad headset at all, but just going from that to Quest 2 blew my fucking mind. Just the upgrade in visuality, and the visuals, I mean, and the tracking. Oh my god, the tracking. I was like, fuck yes. Oh my god. After that, I got the man, I didn't know what I was missing. Just getting into like the Odyssey Plus, I was like, this is a badass headset, not knowing how much better literally anything else was. Yeah, I got the Quest 2. I got a Pimax after that, because I was just like, okay, if the Quest is like this, let me check out this fucking Pimax shit. That looks badass. Nope. Fuck nope. With shit like I was trying to max it out, basically, with hardware that's well above its pay grade. And that thing just did not fucking work good. The software was just janky as fuck. Nothing was ever addressed. Like, none of the issues were ever addressed. It had fucking distortion out the ass. You couldn't use high refresh rates or higher hertz with the wide field of view. And I'm sure they probably fixed it in some of their newer headsets, but their software is just fucking terrible. Like, it's just not good. Going from the Quest 2 to the Pimax, I felt like it was a fucking downgrade. Like a bad one. With that headset, I got the base stations and the index controllers. So I was like, let's get rid of this fucking headset, trade it for an index. So I got with this kid that's a sim racer, and he was like, yeah, man, I'll give you an extra pair of index controllers, and I'll give you the index headset for the Pimax. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude, hell yeah. Take this fucking shit, please. So we made that trade. I got the index, and I did have it for my daily driver for a while, but I noticed there was a what do you call it? A scratch on the lens. So I sent it in, and they took it for me. They were cool about it. They were real cool about it. They traded my headset in, and a pair of my controllers that stopped working. But after I ran into that issue, I just stopped using it. I went back to the Quest. When I went back to the Quest, I started customizing the fucking shit out of it. And I think that's another reason why I love it, is because there's cool ass accessories for it that aren't for a lot of other headsets. And, you know, I got a decal on it. I got a fucking face cover on it. Got a badass head strap. I got some custom headphones for it. You know, all the cool stocks for it and everything. Got my hands on a Vive Pro for super cheap. Like, basically brand new. Used like maybe once or twice. But, never opened it. I intended it for that one to be my dad's for, his sim racing. Or flight simulator, but he didn't really have... He didn't show too much interest. So I have one of those too. So let's see, I got the PSVR, got the Odyssey Plus, got the Quest 2, got the Pimax, traded the Pimax for Index, got the Vive Pro, yeah, my Quest 2 has been my daily driver, just because it's so reliable over other headsets. Like, I would get weird, like, gray outs all the time with the Index, and it wasn't software, it wasn't the fucking hardware. I couldn't figure it, like, Valve couldn't figure it out because I was sending them, like, the reports or whatever. They couldn't figure out why it was fucking going weird, so when they replaced my headset, they gave me a whole new one with the lenses and everything because I was having so many issues with it. But yeah, that whole experience just turned me off for them. That's what I'm forgetting. Valve Index is supposed to be coming out with some wireless headset. Not Valve Index. Valve. I guess Index 2 or whatever. Deckard 2. Yeah, that's the one I was forgetting. I knew I was forgetting one. But yeah, that's why I'm so freaking hyped about Quest coming out with something new, because everything that I've used from them, everything, the Quest 2 is just fucking awesome, and they're not gonna release something that's worse. You know what I mean? Like, I get that they changed the OLED when the OLED screens. I get it. The black purists, you know, the pure blacks. You gotta have your pure blacks. Black levels in color, I mean. Don't take my stuff out of context. But yeah, the Quest 2, I mean, I don't know, I can't really say it's better than the Quest 1 other than the fucking Snapdragon thing. The better graphics. I guess you could say it's better in that way, but worse in the black levels. But I mean, I have no problems with it. It doesn't give me problems like the other base station headsets did. I think inside-out tracking's the way to go. But maybe not. Maybe not, because Oculus is coming out with a new base station. But I think it might be for full body tracking with no trackers. So, I mean, fuck. Nobody else is doing the kind of shit that Facebook is doing with VR. And I know it's because most of them can't afford it. And, you know, they're not backed right. They don't have the budget for it. And I mean, I don't want them to run a monopoly on it, you know, but try to work with them if you can't, you know, if you can't do it in your own company, you know. Don't see it as a bad thing going to Facebook to get your VR stuff out, because they're into it. They're totally into it. They want to do that kind of stuff. I wish that they would come out with a PC VR headset again, like the original Rift. I never got to try that one. And maybe that's one of the new headsets that they're coming out with. But I kind of doubt it, because they said Quest is the way to go. Quest is the way. So I'm real excited about what they're going to keep doing with inside-out tracking. The cameras on the controller is a really fucking cool idea. I really fucking dig that. Because I thought of that myself a long time ago when they came up with inside-out tracking for, like, you know, Windows Mixed Reality and shit. I noticed that with the lights, it having to track the lights or whatever, that the lights can be occluded by the other lights, but if it was the other way around, where the lights were on the headset and the cameras were on the controllers, then it would work a lot better. Or if the cameras were just, you know, a couple of external webcams that you could put around. Just like fucking they're doing now. They're finally doing it now, where they're coming up with some full body tracking that just uses a couple of cheap cameras. That could have been done a long time ago. The PSVR would have worked so much better, so fucking much better, if you could have hooked one extra camera up at a different angle. It would have been perfect. If it had fucking Bluetooth cameras that you could hook up more than one. I'm just saying that, like 1, 2, 3, 4. If it could work with, you know, multiple cameras, that thing would have been perfect. It had lights on the back of it, so it would have been tracked fine. But the controllers on that were kind of crap. The tracking, you gotta stay right in that camera. I mean, it's good. It's good starter. It's a good starter VR to get you into it, but just know, PSVR users, that there's very, very much better stuff out there. If you're into VR, definitely invest in your computer. Definitely invest in a PC VR headset, or even the Quest. If you can't afford a PC, get you a Quest. It has downgraded graphics, but you can use it wirelessly without a PC. And then, once you get way into it like that, get you a PC and see the better graphics and be blown away by it like 3 or 4 different times. It's just, man, I can't get enough VR. I'm sad that I'm taking a break from it and doing flat screen games, but I gotta get all my Souls likes on the channel, baby. I gotta. I started, I can't stop. We will be getting back into VR. I know I play on Onward and Contractors and Standout way too much, so I will try to get some different shooters to mix it up. But yeah, just know a lot more of that is coming once these are over. What else? What else? More VR news. More VR news. Man, when I heard about the base stations, I was like, oh shit, yeah, dude. 2 base stations, maybe even just 1 base station for like full body tracking. The mirror full body tracking that they were showing off, that seems fucking cool. I had that idea as well. That you could use mirrors in some kind of VR shit. Man, so much VR news. I'm so fucking happy about all that. Oh, the Pimax 12K QLED controllers looked kind of like Quest controllers. So I'm assuming they're going to be inside-out tracked like the Quest 2 is. But, I mean, that's not even coming out till next year. I hope they update that with something better, because there's newer technologies coming out, you know. There's going to be better inside-out tracking than what the Quest has. I hope other things adopt that technology, because right now everything's just trying to copy off the Quest 2, and they're not knowing that the fucking Quest Pro, Quest 3, Quest Plus, whatever that's about to drop is what they should have been looking out for. Not trying to copy the Quest 2, trying to copy what came out after that. The PSVR 2 controllers look kind of trippy. It's like they got tracking rings, but the tracking rings go around your wrist. That seems pretty cool, but it does make it hard for third party to make like stocks and things for it. I do hope that that one is at least inside out tracked. That's what I keep hearing that it's going to be. That's the way to go, man. Not having any base stations at all, or using inside out tracking with like a full body tracker. That's the way to go. Not just inside out tracking. You have to use something with it. You have to, you know, be better than the thing that came out before you, or be better than the thing you're trying to copy. Or why even try, you know? Don't just try to make a copy like fucking Pico Neo. That's pretty much just a fucking Quest 2. I'm excited that the headsets are getting smaller, more form factor, more form-fitting to your face. That's really fucking cool. Everybody keeps saying that they want the Ready Player One headset, but I haven't seen that. But I know it looks like it's just a pair of glasses or something. But I don't think we're close to that kind of technology yet. I mean, we may be. There may be prototypes out there, but consumer-wise, I mean, I don't think we're close to having something like that. I think they're the work that they're doing on the Omnitracks, though, the multi-directional treadmills, is pretty cool, and their solutions for that. Like, is there anything here? What? What the fuck is this place? Yeah, I definitely want to get Resident Evil VR, but it's Quest only. I haven't really bought any games specifically from Oculus. I do have Asgard's Wrath, but I haven't played it on the channel, I don't think. What else? I was excited about Onward 2 whenever that's gonna come out, but the Zuck already said something, like mentioned it somewhere, so we know that it's being worked on at least. And like a lot of VR games, you play them once and you just, you know, you beat them and you don't really play them again. But I like to play them again when I get new headsets, because you might notice things that you never noticed before. You know, it might look better, it might look worse. You might have a whole different experience just because you have a different headset on. That was definitely the case with the Odyssey Plus. I was playing Zero Caliber. Zero Caliber got me way the fuck into shooter games. I bought my first stock so I could shoot better in Zero Caliber. And then I looked into it and I was like, okay, what are some of the more popular shooter games? So I kind of got tired of what Zero Caliber had to offer. It wasn't really too much multiplayer. I mean, it was multiplayer, but I don't know, I couldn't get the mics to work in it. But yeah, after that I got Onward and Contractors and Standout, started playing those. And I was like, man, this is fucking cool. Then kind of fell out of playing VR a little bit. Took a little bit of break. Got the Quest. Got blown away by every single one of them games again. Got some more stocks. Got way more into VR. Fuck. After the Quest 2. And just had a whole lot of fun with it. Just kept having fun with it. Some games on VR, I guess what I was trying to my point is that you can play them like over and over and over. Some games you might get tired of. Some games you just have a lot of fun with. Like, I like to shoot the shit out of Russians in Onward, or the Volk, or whatever. I like to shoot the shit out of the bad guys and Contractors, and shoot the shit out of people and Standout. It's just fun to me. And I'm not really otherwise into shooting games necessarily. Like, I don't play flat screen shooting games. Only play VR shooting games. And going from, you know, playing shooting games stockless to, you know, making a bootleg ass stock out of a wooden dowel and some rubber hosing, I was like, oh man, this fucking works. This is fucking dope. And then getting used to it and realizing, hey, I need some like magnet cups. I need to be able to put this in and put this out. Like, I need to put my controller in back into its spot like real quick, in the same spot every time. And you know, you start noticing things like that, so you start looking at stocks and you get you a stock. And you know, one works good, so you see another stock that you might like, and you know, that one works like shit. And you're just like, oh man, I fucking spent money on something that doesn't even work for me. You know, and that kind of turns you off. And then you're like, hey, this, you look at a new one that comes out, you're like, hey, this one looks more like the one that does work for me. So I might try that one out. You know, you try it out, works for you. It's just a process, you know, it's fun for me. I like to do things like that. I actually got to test out the original AMVR faceplate for the Quest 2, and my comments and you know, I basically helped them redesign it in a way where it wouldn't overheat, you know, the Quest 2. I told them, hey, you guys do understand that the Quest has fans in it, right? They did not realize that the Quest 2 had fans in it. They didn't know that the line that goes across, that connects the, you know, the front plate, the actual front plate of the Quest to the machine comes off. They didn't know. They didn't know that the air comes out of that little line right there. So when you look at the AMVR faceplate and you see those little slits cut out of it on the side and the top, that was like literally because of me helping them redesign it. Yeah, I let them know what they needed to do for it. They did it. They remade it. They sent me a new one, and it's on my Quest right now. It looks fucking awesome. I have a decal underneath, you know, on top of the white, and I have that red AMVR on top of that, and it looks fucking dope. I have the black Bobo VR strap with some Sony headphones that are made to clip onto it, and it's totally customizable. The most customizable headset right now. I like the customization of it. It's fucking dope. That Bobo VR strap, I haven't played with it a lot, but I have tested it on. I put it on my head with the headset on. It is so fucking comfortable. I was iffy about replacing my Elite strap because I had headphones that were clip-on specifically to that headset, and I was kind of iffy about the Bobo VR, but there were some headphones that went to it. Not you know, that come with it or anything, but there's a person on Etsy that makes them or prints out the clips and I guess attaches them to the headphones, and the headphones work really good. The head strap sits so nice on your head. I got a little counterweight on the back that I had on my Elite headset, so I just threw it on the back of there. Fits perfect. I just love that headset. I'm sad that it's gonna be, you know, probably gonna be replaced so soon, but hell, I might even go back to it. But I definitely will be upgrading to the whatever next Quest, like probably as soon as it's announced. What else? What else VR? I heard that besides the new inside-out camera controllers, they're gonna come out with a third pair of controllers that are for like ultra precise shit. And man, I'm just, everything they're finding out, all the leaks that we're getting on them, has just got me so fucking hyped. I'm so ready. 2 days until Oculus Connect or Facebook Connect, and I am fucking ready. If they release the headset on what, Thursday or Friday? I'm not sure. What is it? I think it's Thursday. Is the 28th? Yeah. If they release 2 headsets on Thursday, I'll probably fucking dip into my savings and buy them. Like, that's not something I would normally do, but I will probably dip into my savings and buy those hoes. That's how hype it is. And when they ship in November, I will immediately make videos on both of them and let you guys know how they are. Hell, I may even do fucking get a camera just for that. Just so you guys can see. Super fucking hyped for this headset. All the new VR stuff. Pimax was talking some major shit though, or making some big ass claims. Let's see, what were they doing? What were they saying? They were talking about full body tracking just in the headset, like the cameras in the headset tracks your whole body. Eye tracking, automatic IPD adjustment. What is it? Face tracking, which means like mouth and expressions and shit. You know, inside out track. But then I did see like its specs were fucking downgraded wirelessly. I don't use stuff wirelessly anyway. I'll use it with my computer. But you know, they put out some big claims and then show you that, oh, it's not just inside out track. It's a Quest competitor, basically a Quest clone. That now they were talking some major shit with these specs, man. They were saying PCVR wise, plugged into DisplayPort, I believe. It could do 12K each eye. Let's see, what else did it say? Up to 200 hertz. It said 200 hertz, 160 hertz, 144 hertz, 120 hertz, 90, and probably 72. That's what it said plugged into PC. Plugged into, or unplugged wirelessly, it said it had WeGig, which is gigabyte Wi-Fi, I believe. And it could do 5K and 8K, and it could do 90 hertz, I want to say, maybe up to 120. But I don't know. I'm gonna wait for MRTV and Sebastian Ang, probably Cass and Sherry, and probably the Mystical and Steve Knows, because I know they'll probably get their hands on it. And I usually watch all of their reviews to kind of judge how good or bad something is. And I also watch some of the smaller YouTubers that do reviews and stuff. But yeah, before I consider the Pimax, because it's just so much for what it is. Vario, I'm probably not even going to consider that, just because of how they already talked about how it had distortion issues, and it doesn't have its own controllers. Lynx, I don't think I really have anything bad to say about Lynx. I think that's a pretty cool independent headset coming out. Valve Index 2, I don't really know too much about what's coming out. I do know it's supposed to be wireless, so a wireless valve I think was promised to us a while back. Like it was supposed to get its own TP cast, but I don't think that ever happened. Oh man, I do need to get a PS5 eventually, just because I know they're gonna come out with a Souls-like exclusive. You know, they got Bloodborne, they got Sekiro. I don't know if Sekiro is exclusive anymore, but for a while I believe it was PlayStation exclusive. From always does stuff with PlayStation, so I gotta get one of the new ones. I didn't realize how much better the PS4 Pro looks on games that are enhanced with it than it does on regular PS4. It just blew me away. So I know a PS5 is gonna be better than this, and maybe even enhanced better than the PS4 Pro does. Upscale, I guess, is the word I was looking for. See, the deck of gear, if they change their specs to try and compete, I don't know, they're supposed to have 4K per eye, so, I mean, that's good shit. And it is a PC VR headset. It might have wireless, but I believe it's a wired headset. But that's great. That's great. I like that other companies are coming out with headsets and being innovative and just coming out with new technologies. New technologies always excite me. Always like to see and use like computers, and that stuff has always interested me. Virtual reality has always interested me, even as a kid. Just finding out what it is, and movies made about it, cartoons, you know, what was possible. Doing stuff in VR was always just like, wow, man, that's what I hope I live long enough to fucking see that, and I did. I did. I lived to see the future, and the future was dope. I want a VR headset that looks like a demon mask, like this. When I was a kid, my idea for a VR headset was like a dome that you put over your head, and it has like a projector behind your head that projects your screen above your head or onto the dome or whatever, and you just lay on the ground with the dome and the screen or whatever. And the reason why I came up with this idea is because at Astro World, when I was a kid, they used to have this big ass dome that they would project movies on that would cover the whole dome, right? And they did like a space movie or like a roller coaster or something. It was like a roller coaster that went into space. Some crazy 90s shit. And it felt like the way it was and how big the screen was and everything, like when it moved fast, left or right, up or down or anything, it felt like you were moving because of how big the screen was. And I thought in my head, if you had something big enough to just cover your head and project onto that the same way that they did there, it would make you feel like you were moving. But I don't know. I might have just been overwhelmed as a kid seeing something that big, and it might have just been thrown off my equilibrium or some crazy shit. But that was my fucking as a kid idea for a VR headset. Oh shit, I'm left-handed. Yeah, I'm excited about those ET controllers. Once they come out, I may open up that, or come out. Once they ship to me, I will definitely break out that new Index, or maybe the Vive Pro. I doubt. Man, Vive Pro 2 pissed me off so much. I might just fucking sell that bitch just to fucking get a HTC out of my house. That's what I could do. I could fucking sell that and get a new headset. That's what I'll probably do. But yeah, I'll probably get back on the Index. Man, I don't know those God rays. I just hope those ET controllers track really well, and that, you know, somebody out there makes either some adapters for already made stocks or a stock specifically for that handset controllers. A lot of people say you don't need a stock, and I agree. You don't. You really don't. But it's fun. Makes you more accurate, definitely. You don't need it. It's not necessary to play. But it does make you better. Once you practice with it, once you get used to where everything's at, you know, you got your hands on your stock, you got your stock memorized. Yeah. It definitely makes it more fun too. Getting them kills, getting those headshots, just makes you feel like a badass. VR got me into guns so hardcore that I actually went and got one in real life, which I never thought I'd do. I'm not, like, super violent, you know? I never thought that I would own a gun, like I would have a gun in my name. Because I'm a sword guy. I'm like a fucking fist-to-fist, hand-to-hand combat guy. I don't, like, I think long-range fighting is like equivalent to magic in video games. That's what the pussies use. You know, that's long range. You're not fighting somebody up close. You're not, you know, having those emotions. You're not, you know, taking some and receiving, you know, giving some back. You're just getting shot. You know, there's no honor in that. There's no honor in that kind of fight. I mean, I guess there's really no honor in any kind of fight, but, you know, there's some respect shown. And that's what I always thought. And then I started playing VR. And I was like, hey, you know what? Maybe I'll get a gun and start practicing with it in real life. And see if my, you know, skills in VR translate over to real life. And let me tell you something, they did. I went to Montana and got to shoot guns with my brother and his wife, and I shot pretty good. So I went ahead and got me one. I need to get me some iron sights and sight it in. I haven't got to shoot it yet, but I did get me one. I do own one, so, you know, VR got me into hobbies in real life too. Hey, thanks for joining the stream. I appreciate you watching. I've just been talking to myself for an hour. Kubu? Is this Lobo? Lobo! Lori, if you go back to the beginning and watch the...
LOL.
if you go back and watch the whole video from the beginning, I've literally been sitting here fucking talking to myself about VR for about an hour.
Keep talking.
Do you want me to go over everything? I'll do like a quick recap. So Facebook is supposed to be having a fucking, I guess, announcement, or like a, yeah, like a public announcement.
That's
oh,
what
fuck.
YouTubers do, though.
Yeah, no.
Yes,
They don't.
recap.
They don't just talk to they're usually talking to people in chat. Yeah, I guess, yeah. You're not talking live streamers, you're talking YouTubers. Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, they do talk to themselves. Why the fuck did I just die? Because I was talking too much? Hey, Lori, join me for the next one. I'm going to stop this one and start up another one. And I'll start talking for a whole nother hour about VR. Cool? Lava! Okay. Alright, everybody, we're going to go ahead and cut it there. Join me for the next one, where I'm going to talk for another fucking hour about VR. But if you like what you've been watching, please like and subscribe. Hit the notification button to be notified for the next one. But I'll let you know when the next one is. It's going to be fucking 2 seconds right after this one. Okay, I'm doing the outro. Yeah, if you like what you've been watching, please like and subscribe. It doesn't cost anything, and it helps the channel grow. If you want to be notified, I'm going to notify you right now.
For you, Kaboo. It's me, LOL. Keep talking. That's what YouTubers do, though. Yes, recap. Cool. I already said yes.
What the hell, chat? You just say all the messages over again? Did I make that happen? I don't think so. Anyway. If you... Fuck. Like and subscribe. Hit the notification button. Next one's gonna be in like 5 seconds. Thanks for joining if you joined. Thanks for joining, Lovo. I appreciate you watching. Join me for the next one. And just remember... I love you. Goodbye.